Are you that parent that's always on the lookout for the next best thing for your kids when you're heading off on a trip or going away on holidays? Then tune into this episode, because then I will be able to fill you in on a little secret and introduce you to my special guest, Rhiannon Hutton, who's the owner and founder of Trvl Sak. Hey, I'm Steph, and I'm obsessed with all things travel, marketing, branding, and helping you stand out from the crowd. In just under 2 years, I went from being a home-based travel agent with zero clue how to make it work in the digital world to launching an international ranking travel podcast and creating an online course to help travel agents in lead generation. Here's one thing I know for sure: there has never in the history of the world been a better time to create the travel business you've always wanted. All you need is an actionable strategy and someone to show you the way. Picture this: we're going to spend the next hour of our time together at the Swim Up Pool Bar, where over a cocktail, we deep dive into travel-related topics, mixed with a little classroom training. This show is dedicated to encouraging you to step outside of your comfort zone and into your travel business. I'll show you how I did it and how you can too. Hit subscribe now and let's get into it. If you're a travel agent wanting to onboard your perfect fit clients into your biz, download my free cheat sheet for lead generation systems you can use right now. Head to stephaниemyers.academy/cheat sheet. You're listening to Unplug in Paradise, the podcast. Hello and welcome back to Unplug in Paradise, the podcast. My name is Stephanie Myers. I'm your mobile travel agent and host. I am on a journey today with Rhiannon Hutton. She's also a fellow MTA mobile travel agent. She's also got her side business as well. So this is why we're here. We're here to deep dive into how to alleviate stress and put the excitement back into traveling with kids. We've all been there, us parents, and it sometimes can get really hard, especially when your kids aren't always preoccupied or they're looking for something to play with or something to do or some activity, or you don't always think of these things, and especially it doesn't necessarily come to mind until the very, very last minute, until you go away. So this is where Rhiannon has put her mind and her travel expertise and parenting her daughter Ruby and putting it all together and creating a Trvl Sak for the kidlets. It also caters for different age groups as well. So if you're looking for something for if you're, heading on a long road trip or heading away on a camping trip or overseas or domestically traveling within Australia, then we will deep dive in and get to know Rhi and talk more about Trvl Sak. Hi, Rhiannon. A warm welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me on.
No worries. I know that so many mums are going to want to kiss your feet, so to speak, after this episode.
Well,
so
I hope
we
so.
won't delay. We'll get straight into it. But before we begin, I'd really like for you to join me while I take a moment to recognise the generations of the local Aboriginal people of the Bundjalung Nation, who have lived in and derived their physical and spiritual needs from the forests, rivers, lakes and streams of this beautiful valley over thousands of years as the traditional owners and custodians of these lands. In today's episode, I welcome Rhiannon Hutton, owner and founder of Trvl Sak, and also a fellow MTA mobile travel agent. We'll deep dive into her very exciting newly launched venture, how the concept of saving every inch of parents' sanity came about, and how she continues to positively impact the lives of families and children all over the world. So Rhiannon, you're a lover of life, a little go-getter, a busy mum with a mobile travel agent business, and now you have created this incredible product. Can you tell us about Trvl Sak and how you came up with this nothing but short of amazing concept?
Yeah, sure. So It all come about when I newly single separated, was in my own little house, and at the time with a child working the very odd hours, like working from home, so working very, very late at night, and I was actually putting documents together for some clients, and it was actually a family. And it was kind of a light bulb moment for me when I realized that, I have this, all these exciting documents for the adults, and, they get to, I hand over the documents to them and they go through them, and, it's all exciting for the adults, but I realized that I didn't have anything for the kids. And, it's, like the adults, they like receiving stuff and knowing what they have spent their money on, and planned. The kids are, tagging along and getting a free holiday, but also,
they're lucky to get a travel brochure if that,
yeah,
to
that's
have a look
right.
at.
That's right. And I just thought, you know what? There's nothing out on the market for, like, I just noticed this massive gap, and I realized there was nothing out on the market that I could give kids, that would be, suitable for when they travel, when they're on the plane, bus, train, wherever, that also would suit their anxious. So it was really based around anxious travelers. I have a daughter, and I know that she can get quite anxious. So it all kind of rolled into one. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do something to fill this gap. And having the experience of being a travel agent, being a mum, traveled a lot. I'm like, right, I just need to do this. And that's really how it came about. And I wanted something to hand over to the kids, something that they could, be excited about, but also that they could wear, and add things to. So that's how the Saks came about to start with. So that was my very first idea.
I love that. The kids, like you were saying about how parents usually, they get their documents, they're fully excited, they can see exactly where every dollar of their travel plans have gone to. But it's also so important for the kids. And whilst they're, even before their travel journey, you're packing suitcases, you're running around the house trying to get laundry, trying to get kids organized, like your activity packs for the kids are perfect for those moments where you just need to be an adult for a second, and they need to be a kid. So they're enjoying themselves, and you're getting that space to be able to run around and do what you need to do.
Exactly. And I just think,
I love it.
And with, like, a lot of the families, and even when, people aren't traveling at the moment, but even if, they're grabbing the caravan, and they've bought their Saks for the kids because, they've got a long car journey, like, they're giving it to them, just before they go. And then it just builds the excitement for the kids, again, because they've got their own little bag and they know that they're going to, be filled with entertainment for the, the whole car journey. But then they realize that, well, I can use this bag again, and it's got a little water bottle holder, and, because they're fully lined on the inside, and they're little back sacks, so they can just wear them as a little backpack. They're like, you just see little kids and photos of them wearing them, and they're just so proud. It's really cute. It actually puts the biggest smile on my face. So that's, that's behind it as well. So, it's been quite an exciting journey, and, getting Ruby involved, which she's absolutely loved, has been, it's been good. It's been tough. Definitely going down the road of, sourcing products and, dealing with manufacturers, and, that's something I've never, ever done.
No. And, our calling is for travel. Like we're travel agents. We're not, it's really hard because we're supposed to, we've got this expectation that we can do so many things. But it's like, well, yeah, this is kind of really outside my comfort zone.
Yeah, and it really did push me. Like, I remember when, I first looked into it and I'm like, okay, well, I need to source products and, get samples. And it was just, and I've never, well, I didn't think I did, but I've never really had, I didn't think I had a creative side. And it's like it's only just come and evolved over the last probably 3 or 4 years. So, just all of these ideas started to flow, and that was, it just didn't stop. So all of these other product ideas started coming, and then I just got so, sidetracked. But, I started the sourcing idea, and then I literally had to stop after, a few weeks, because I'm like, whoa, this is so overwhelming and I don't know what I'm doing. And this is completely out of my comfort zone. I just need a break. So I went along with it, and then took a break, and then I came back to it probably a month or two later, did it again, and got further and further each time. And then, it just went from there. And then all of a sudden I had, products on my doorstep.
A big shiny box with your name on it.
Well, lots of boxes.
Oh, wow. I love that. And you know what? I really, really love how you've put so much energy and love and effort into everything that you do. And you've created a business that aligns with travel, intersected with mum life.
Yes. So that's been the most important thing for me. I guess as well, because, I was a single parent for a while, and, it's a massive juggle. And I take my hat off to any single parent out there, male or female. Like, it's a tough gig. And
it is so tough. And I don't think it gets better. Like, I'm speaking from first-hand experience. I don't think it gets better as they get older. I think their needs change. And it's really hard to try and adjust to those needs as they change. And I just love how diverse your products are, because they tend to change with the age groups, don't they?
So the bags, well, the sacks in particular, so I've got 2 different age brackets for the sacks, and so that's 2 to 5. And the reason it's 2 to 5 is because they are back sacks. So, any child under 2, basically is too big for them, or, it's, a lot for them to carry on their little back. So it's 2 to 5, and then 6 and above. But realistically, I probably catered for the 2 to 12 year mark. And so the products inside suit those particular age brackets. And so they come in the pink and blue color, fully lined on the inside, and a drawstring bag with handles, but also the water bottle holder with the water bottle on the outside, so it's easy access, for the kids and also for the parents as well. I'm just all about making life easy for everyone.
Of course. And that is definitely number one priority.
So being a travel agent, but also being a mum, and having Ruby being able to travel to a few countries, she's been very lucky. I needed something that was going to reduce the stress for me, but also make the trip more exciting for a child. And that was my focus.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can you outline some of the things that you put into the different age group sacks?
So they do vary, and I am changing them quite a lot. And the reason I'm changing them at the moment, and they will change again, is because it's based. So at the moment, obviously we're not allowed to fly on planes. We can't really go anywhere. So basically at the moment it's focused on being in the car, at home, or at caravan parks. So the products are suited to that at this stage.
Yes, cool. I like it.
So but then when we're able to fly again, the products will then change to suit to be able to be, on the plane, trains and buses. So in every sack they do have the silicone water bottle, which folds up when it's not full, which comes, a lot of the products will come back to sensory issues as well. So one of my things was to look after the kids with high levels of anxiety in general, but also mainly with traveling. So the silicone water bottle, I've put a lot of kind of like fidget products in there as well, like a flexi puzzle, color ball, all of that sort of stuff.
I like that. So it's really tapping
Yeah.
into
Also play. So there's
all of those nervous sort of traits that kids tend to have when they're feeling anxious.
Absolutely. And now so in the last month or so, maybe a little bit longer, I also started stocking scented Play-Doh, which also goes in the sacks, which kids absolutely love. So that just comes in a little tub, and that's in every sack as well. Again, it's sensory. So and it's only in a small tub, but it's enough, for them to just keep playing with and smelling and feeling. And yeah, it's all about that. The sensory side for the kids.
I love that. Do you have any plans in the future to do an adult Trvl Sak? I'm just asking for a friend.
Do you know what? I actually not a sack, but designing a bag for adults, which is that was also on my radar at the very start. But I've also got other products that I sell as well, which is again perfect for anxious kids, which is Bluetooth headbands. So they're made of made of cotton jersey material. So it's like a thick headband that you would normally wear just as a normal headband, but they've got the Bluetooth speakers in there. So
cool.
It is comforting around their whole head and over their ears, so they can sleep with that on. So if they're on a plane, in the car, it doesn't hurt their little ears with earbuds sticking in or big headphones over their ears.
That's right.
And then
could almost double up as like an eye mask as well if they're sleeping.
So I've actually had a family use that product, and that's what they did. They used it as an eye mask as well as just, listening to meditation while they were on the plane. This was at the start of the year. So so that's the other one. And then we've got the 2-in-1 pillow and blanket, which I'm up to my third reorder of those. They just like fly out the door. Just they're so popular being on the plane. Their blankets are huge, and they double as a pillow as well. So so many products, and I've just got so many ideas. I actually need to pull up sometimes because I just don't know when to stop, and my brain can't shut down.
I think having that travel agent background, I don't think there's ever an opportunity where we're able to actually properly switch off.
No.
And that's like 24 hours a day.
Yes. And I think it's worse, when you've got your own business too and from home, like you just don't switch off.
So back to what you were saying earlier about how it's perfect for children with sensory sensitivities. Can you tell us the story of how the Trvl Sak works in action?
So basically, so it's a drawstring back sack. It comes fully, the products that come inside, so they will be sent to you, fully packed, ready to go. And the kids can just, pop it on their back, or there's the 2 handles up the top, if the parents need to carry it at any point. So the products come fully loaded inside, and heaps of fun for hours basically.
So Ruby's been involved in the process as well. Does she love her travel sack anywhere
Yeah,
she travels?
she actually helps me pack them, and it's such a good. She's, I think, monkey see, monkey do with her. She's going to be a little entrepreneur. She's already told me that she's starting her own little business, which is kind of cute. But yeah, she's very involved in it, and I love that. And yeah, she's got a number of sacks actually. So one in the car, and she's got a blanket in the car, one inside. Yeah, they're kind of all over the place. But yeah, she loves it. Loves it.
That's so good. I love how the travel sack is 100% reusable.
Yes.
So if they become quite attached to their travel sack while they're
Yeah.
away somewhere, you know, they could take it anywhere, like even going grocery shopping.
Like I've had families send me photos. Just one yesterday actually, and her two boys, they obviously live near the beach, and she took a photo of them. They were both had their sacks on, heading down to the beach, just full of their own stuff that they've put in the bag because they're lined on the inside. You know, if you want to put your towel and their toys in there, or, you know, their little shovels for the sand. Yeah, I mean, the feedback from the sacks themselves has been, yeah, pretty amazing.
Yes. What are some of your favourite feedback you've received so far?
Oh, there's a lot, but like a lot of the parents are saying, you know, the sensory products and the actual products suiting their ages, they've really noticed that the kids recognize that. And yeah, it's just really suitable for their ages, and the kids always are coming back to the toys. You know what kids are like, they'll play with them and leave them and then that's it, but they're coming back and, you know, putting their toys back in the sacks and reusing them, and then you know, using their sacks for other things, which was the whole point of it. Like, I didn't want something that you could just buy and throw away. I wanted specifically something reusable and something that the kids will know is their little travel sack, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it gives the kids something really tangible to hang on to and enjoy while they're away.
Absolutely.
How can we find out more about
Yeah,
Travel
so
Sak,
I'm on basically on all socials, Instagram, Facebook. It's just Trvl Sak. So just remember, I have shortened it just to be different. It's TRVL and then SAK. So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously my website, which is www.trvlsak.com.au. And yeah, just I'm open to messages and emails. And yeah, also, you know, for people or businesses wanting to stock the products as well, I actually just signed up another caravan park yesterday here in Albury, which is on Lake Hume. So they were more than happy to have the sacks in their reception area for the kids on the rainy days. So yeah, it's getting out there, which is fantastic.
It's definitely the perfect must-have for families.
I think so.
to give mum a break.
Absolutely. Anything to give mum some peace.
I know. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rhi. I'm so grateful that you were able to come on the show today and share your beautiful business with us. And I wish you all the luck. I hope everything turns out really well, because it is such a great product and a great concept. And yeah, when travel returns, it's definitely going to be one of those things that people are going to be more mindful of.
Be seeing it a lot more, that's for sure.
Definitely. And next time we have you on the show, we're going to dive into something completely personal.
Yes.
So we look forward to that. That's going to be great.
I haven't told before, very travel related. So it's a edge of your seat kind of interview, that one, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So grab your
Yeah.
your squishy ball and your
Exactly. See, they come in the pack too. Yeah.
your sensory products.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you very soon.
Yes.
We'll
Great.
chat
Thanks so
soon.
much.
Thanks, Ree.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Thank you so much, Rhiannon. That was fabulous. I always love a good hack, so I really hope that for the parents listening that you've gone over and followed Trvl Sak on Instagram and also on Facebook too. Every purchase of Trvl Sak goes towards supporting a small Australian business and also supporting a small Australian family as well. If you're looking for more information from today's episode, you can head over to travelbystephanie.com.au/19 for all the details. If you've really enjoyed this episode and the podcast in general, please head over to Apple Podcasts on the app on your phone and leave me a 5-star rating and a review. I've loved reading all your reviews this week. It's just been absolutely incredible. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day just to share a little bit of the vibes and the love as well. If you are on Instagram, give me a follow at travel.by.stephanie and tag me in your stories what episodes you're really digging at the moment. I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, take care and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.